Yeah, so I am Mercy Ojetunde. I'm a first year PhD student, immunology and microbial pathogenesis, and I'll be presenting on scholarship and career opportunities in life sciences. Um, yeah, so let's go. Okay, so looking at the life sciences career, life sciences is actually very vast. And it's a diverse field that comprises many different areas of field, areas of study, including biology, genetics, biochemistry, and ecology. So I'm here to kind of erase that notion that, oh, there are no opportunities, in life sciences. What can you do with microbiology? What can you do with biotech? What can you do with genomics? Some persons just do these courses and end up in secondary school teaching primary school students and all that. So, that is the notion, that is the perspective, that's the way we see it. But it's not like that. So I am here to, erase that notion as regards, career path in life sciences, and also to give you some tips on scholarships and all that. So it's a field that is constantly evolving and expanding. So if you're in the life sciences, I want you to be proud of yourself because you can really do a lot. You have opportunity, to access information. You have opportunity to meet with other people in your field, and you have the opportunity to do research in different areas. So you should just be proud of yourself. So no matter what people are saying about the field of microbiology, no matter what they're saying about the field of biotech or this and that, oh, there's no money in this field, oh, these people are this and all that, you should not listen to that, but focus on the goal. So if you're even studying zoology, if you're studying, sorry, can you hear me? Hello?
Definitely, definitely.
Okay, good. So
Madam, we are hearing
if
you, but
you,
your screen is not showing to us.
what did you say?
We can hear you. Please go
Screen is
on.
not showing.
Okay, so you shouldn't see the life sciences field as something that is not worth it, but you should be proud of yourself that yes, you are in the field of life sciences. So and career in life sciences can be both challenging, yeah, I will say that, and rewarding at the same time. You trying to troubleshoot in the lab, doing research, trying experiments over and over again, and it's not working. So that can really be a challenge, and at times might want to weigh you down, but it's usually rewarding. And offering career and life sciences also offer opportunities to work on cutting edge research projects, develop new technologies, and even make a real difference in the world. So I want to say that if you are pursuing a career in life sciences, you should see yourself as someone who is privileged. You should see yourself as someone who is top notch. That yes, you are providing solutions to world problems, and you are contributing to provide solutions to world problems, and you are contributing to provide to help global health. So yeah, so these are the degrees in life sciences that you can have: BSc, MSc, PhD. If you're interested in academia, you want to think, furthering your education further. Yeah, so while I was in Nigeria, I know a lot of people will say, oh, BSc is not enough for you if you're in the field of life sciences. I know, yes, if you're studying medicine, there's a way to go about it. Go for internship, do your residence, and maybe eventually you get the opportunity to work in a hospital. So if you're looking at career and life sciences, I will encourage you to do more, to go further in your academics, like go for your masters. If you are not the academia person, you might just do a master's and consider job opportunities in life sciences. If you think academia is the way for you, you want to go for your PhD, you want to go for a postdoc. If you want, you can do a postdoc in the industry, you can do a postdoc in academia, you can do a lot of things, you can diversify. And Yeah, so these are the fields in life sciences: biotechnology, microbiology, genomics, bioinformatics, cancer biology, molecular biology, computational biology, structural biology. You can really do a lot. Even if you have a degree in microbiology, you can go into any of these areas because they are like interwoven. You know, you're looking at DNA, you're looking at gene expression, is something that you would have done in microbiology. So you can just apply that knowledge to whatever field you want to go into, whatever new field you want to go into. So I did a BSc in microbiology, and I did a master's in biotechnology, something related, and most importantly, you also want to consider your research area. So you can use some of these tools. You can use some of the knowledge you have in a particular field and translate it into your research or whatever thing new area you're looking at. So now the relevance of your research matters. So if you're doing your BSc currently, you want to think research, you want to think where you want to end up in. Yeah, you want to think about your career plans, you want to think about future plans, you want to think if you're really interested in research. Yes, you want to think research. So there are a lot of research areas you might want to go into. You can think drug design slash discovery. You can think genomic studies, looking at gene expression in a particular disease, what genes are upregulated, what genes are downregulated, how you can use that to solve global health problems, which some of those genes can act as a biomarker for drug design, for therapeutics and all that. You can look into cancer immunology, you can look at vaccine design. There are a lot of things you can actually look at. There are a lot of research questions. The most important thing is that you want to read and continue reading. If you're a reader, if you are interested in academia, you want to continue reading. So because that's the way to go. You can only find knowledge gaps. You can only get information when you read. So when you read research papers that pertain to your field area of interest, or maybe something outside your area of interest, you can get you can find some knowledge gaps, and then you can come up with your own research design, research questions to be able to answer, to be able to solve some problems. Okay, so there are a lot of funding opportunities. So I'll be talking about some career opportunities and funding opportunities in science. You can get scholarship for educational advancement. I got a fully funded scholarship to study for my master's in the UK, and now I'm also on a funded program for my PhD. You can also get travel awards. Most importantly, if you are in the field of life sciences, you have to be very hardworking. Submit applications for travel awards. Don't sleep on opportunities. There are a lot of sites I will introduce you into. Apply for conferences, apply for scholarships to attend these conferences. Don't see yourself as, oh, you cannot do it, oh, it's not possible. You always, as a scientist, you should be ready to take the risk. You should be ready to get information. You should be ready to make progress, to do something first. Do you understand? So you can also apply for grants, research grants, travel grants, conferences grants. There are a lot of them like that. So these are opportunities that you want to explore as you develop in your career as a life scientist. Yeah. So these are I want to talk about scholarship opportunities, and then we'll move into career opportunities, and I share some links with you guys. And scholarship opportunities, if you're looking at scholarship opportunities, okay, you're doing your BSc currently and you're thinking of doing a master's in a particular field, but you want to go via scholarship. One thing, there's a mindset you need to have. Rejections are actually part of life, and you have to be resilient. You have to be hardworking for you to gain access. You are not the only person applying for the same spot. A lot of people who are competitive as you are also applying for this same opportunity. So you want to, answer a lot of questions like, are you interested in taking your academics further? Why do you need a scholarship? That is an important question you want to ask yourself. Why do you need a scholarship? So all these questions kind of form the way it kind of inform the way you write your essay, inform the way you write that abstract. Most especially when you want to submit an abstract for a presentation, maybe in California, and then there's a scholarship opportunity that you can get. There is a scholarship opportunity that you can apply for, and then be able to attend that conference and also present for free. So why do you need a scholarship? What are your career goals and plans? If you don't have a clear career plan, if you don't have a clear goal of where you're going in life, you might find it difficult to write good essays, to submit good grants, even grants. You must have a clear goal of what you want to do. You must submit preliminary data of what you must have been doing, something, so that these guys can be motivated to say, oh, this person is actually doing a lot. Let us invest. So if you're submitting for a scholarship, you don't want to submit for a scholarship just like that. Oh, yes, I just finished with a first class, and so I can exploit a lot of opportunities. I have the power to do whatever I need to do. No, it does not stop at that. It does not stop at being a first class student. It's you have to put in more work. You have to, take, online courses, attend webinars, show that you are interested in improving your career, in taking your career forward. So there should be a motivation. There should be something that these reviewers will see that, oh, this person is actually interested in this and that. Let us invest. This person has an idea. This person has something that he or she can give out. Let us invest. So these are the things you really want to look at, for you to gain some of these opportunities. If we are looking at grad school application, you want to think research. You want to think research, areas. Grad school application, grad school is all about research, let me tell you. So if you don't have a clear research plan, or a clear career plan or goal, then you might want to think, and you might want to sit down and think of what you want to do. There's no it's not a harm to, it's not bad, let me say that it's not bad for you to sit down for a while to think about what you want to do. You don't need to follow the trend. You don't need to say, oh, this person is applying for scholar, let me quickly apply. No, it does not work that way. You need to sit down and think about how you need to go about it. So what funding opportunities are available for your career choice? You want to answer the question. And also, what are the requirements, / eligibility criteria for the identified scholarships? So you want to look at some of the requirements for these scholarships before you take, steps. You don't want to waste your time applying for an opportunity when you are not eligible for it. So you want to take your time to read, to gather information, and to submit a very good application. So these are the documents needed. If you're thinking scholarship, get an international passport. That motivates you every day. When you see your international passport, oh yeah, I need to travel before this passport expire. I can remember when I got my international passport, and I was like, I must travel before this passport expires. So it was like a motivation for me to keep doing the work. So, and I must say, it's not like you do it at first and you get it. Yes, some persons do it first time and they get it, while some persons just keep trying and trying and trying because they have, because there's a drive, because there's a goal. So that is something you also want to look at. So you need a student copy of your transcripts, maybe your master's or your PSc. If you're pursuing a master's, you might want to have a BSc transcript. If you're pursuing a PhD, you want to include your master. If you have done a master's, you want to include it, and also include your BSc transcript. You need an academic CV. Academic CV is quite different from a job CV. Scholarship essays, recommendation letters. So for recommendation letters, you have to network. You have to build quality relationships. You don't want people who will just write haphazardly. We will just write, oh, she's a boy, she's a girl, she can do this, she's hardworking, she's intelligent, she's smart. Or you don't want all those kind of, you want details. You want your referee to write something, more detailed. I have worked with her, she has done this and that, and this was the experience she carried out, and she was able to do this, she was able to, so you want people who will write exhaustively about you. And so this is the mindset, a mindset of a goal-getter. So you want to get a grant for your research, you want to get that job, you want to get a scholarship. There is always a mindset. So you should be positive. See the scholarship application like a job application. It's you keep applying and applying until you get it. And you also kind of put in the efforts. It takes a lot of effort, I must say. If you are not ready to sit down to look for information yourself, if you are not ready to sit down to write those essays, then you are not ready to apply for a scholarship, I must say. Because if you're waiting for someone to spoon feed you, then those people might not be available to do that. So you need to go the extra mile. You need to go the extra mile, put in the extra effort, the intentional efforts to get, some of these opportunities. So be positive about it. Even if you think you are not eligible, even if you think it's not eligible is not the word, even if you think you're not up to the standard, even if you think you're not competitive enough, still, be positive that, oh, even with me trying to grow, I will get this, I will get that. So be positive, trust the process. Rejections are usually part of the process. Even when you submit a grant, you will always get, at times you might get rejected, you won't get the funding. Some persons submit their first grant and get it. Yeah, good for them. Some persons submit, that abstract for a travel award, or submit that abstract for a conference presentation somewhere, and maybe get a scholarship. They might not get it. So you just keep trying and trying and trying. Be persistent, be diligent, never give up. So that is the mindset of a goal getter. So here are some scholarship tips. You get an international passport, keep an open mind. I've heard some persons say, oh, I'm interested in going to Canada alone. Yeah, I usually have that mindset. I have once had a mindset that, okay, this is the particular place I want to go. But honestly speaking, you want to be open-minded. You want to keep an open mind. Okay, let me apply for this opportunity. As long as it's in line with what I want to do. Let me apply to China. Let me apply to Korea. Even though I know, yes, God's plan. Yeah, God has a plan for everyone, and He has a place where He wants us to get to. Yeah, and that's why it's very important for you to also have that relationship with Him, to be able to know what is next for you. So use Google, build quality relationships, write convincing SOPs and essays, review every essay, get a student copy of it, be hardworking, be diligent, be persistent, do more, keep trying until you get it. So here are some scholarship plus funding opportunities that you can explore in Germany, in Italy, in Hungary, in Australia, and so many other countries. In the US, you can get fellowships, graduate research assistantship and teaching assistantship to study for a master's or a PhD. Because in the US, at times, yeah, they give you scholarships, yeah, but they still want you to work, right? So nothing is for free. So you have to be prepared to teach or prepared to do research. So there are a lot of opportunities that you can also explore: Commonwealth, Erasmus, Mandela, and all that. So some tips of writing your SOP, because the statement of purpose is a document, an important document when applying for a scholarship. It's not necessarily statement of purpose. It could be personal statement. It could be other scholarship essays. But this is what I have is like a general idea of what you should have when writing an essay. So what is your motivation? What is your motivation for grad school? Why are you applying for this scholarship? So those are the questions you really want to answer. So what are your skills / achievements? What are those things you have done? For someone to invest in you, you must have shown that, yes, you are ready to put in the work. You cannot, for example, you have two sisters, one is really studying and the other is just there, playing with her life and all that. And the first person that comes to both of them are not asking for, oh, I need 20K to do this, to do that. Who will you give the money to first? You want to give it to the person who is hardworking. Yeah, because there's always a reward for hard work. Let me say that. And I will reiterate again, there's always a reward for hard work. So you want to put in the work, you want to show that you are doing something, you're actively involved in, taking your career forward. So, and that is where the skills and achievements come into play. And why are you applying to that university? Why are you applying? What did you see in that university that you think this is a good place for me to study? This is a good place for me to, to get my career somewhere. So what are your career plans? Those are the things you really want, because you cannot just be there without a vision. So you must have a vision, you must have a plan. Yes, like I said, God has a plan. So yeah, you have to bring both together. So have a plan, have a vision, write them down, and take steps. Don't just sleep and say, oh, scholarship will follow me one day, or that job will follow me one day, when you're not doing anything. So in your SOP, there are paragraphs. You don't want to have too many paragraphs in your SOP. You don't want to have 10 paragraphs, 8 paragraphs. No, you don't want to do that. You want to be constructive. You want to be specific in your essay. In first, you want to talk about your motivation for grad school, interest in that field, and it should be very brief. Second, you want to talk about your undergraduate studies, what you've done so far. Talk about relevant courses you have taken in the past, your achievements, your research experience, your skills, publications if you have any. You want to talk about all this. So also in your third paragraph, it could be a continuation of your paragraph 2, because I know a lot of people have things they have done. If you see some people SOP, you'll be amazed. You'll be like, wow, how did this person do this? It's hard work. So you have to put in the work. So you want to discuss, leadership positions you've taken and all that. So fourth paragraph, you want to talk about why you are applying to that university. You want to talk about what you found so interesting about that school. You want to talk about why the scholarship is very important, and you want to talk about your program of interest, why you're so interested in that program, what do you want to do in research. If you're going into biomedical science, for example, you want to point out a research interest, and you want to talk about why this research will be good for you to to go into. Yeah, it could be that you want to contribute to to global health. It could be that you want to want to contribute to global health. So a lot of things can inform your decision on the kind of research you want to do. So have you identified professors? You want to look out for people whose interests aligns with yours. Talk about your career plans, and your studies in that university help to fulfill your career aspirations. So you want to also talk about the values you intend to add to the university. You cannot just keep getting and getting. You need to also give back, right? So this could be publications, increasing the number of publications in that field. You want to think presentation at conferences. Yeah, so that is so that they can see that, oh, this person is really hardworking. Conclusion, you want to conclude, and know that you should avoid contractions when you're writing. Some of us are used to writing in a short form. Why chatting? Why doing all this? You want to maybe avoid that, so that when you're writing, you're not doing it unconsciously. So avoid contractions, avoid cliches. SOP should not be more than 2 pages. Don't be wordy. Be positive too while writing all this. So let's look at the career prospects. So what can you do with a degree in life sciences? So there are some career opportunities. There are a lot. The list is endless. science writer, bioinformatician, you can be a research scientist, research associate. You can do a lot in the field of life sciences. You can be a microbiologist, you can be a biochemist, anything you might there are a lot of things you can just do in the field of life. Even if you are studying zoology, you are studying botany, you can look into epidemiology, you can look into a lot of things. So you can look into public health. So there are a lot of things you can actually do, and you are privileged, to be in the life sciences. So yeah, so there are a lot of job opportunities in genomics and bioinformatics. You can get some of them online. You can get them on LinkedIn. You can also look at ziprecruiter.com. You might want to open an account. You get a lot of information as regards job opportunities with very good pay. You can look at glassdoor.com. I can remember I opened account with ZipRecruiter Glassdoor. That was sometimes last year. So there are a lot of opportunities like that. And if you click on these links, there are a lot of opportunities that you can explore in the field of genomics, computational biology, bioinformatics, and all that. So, and if you look at it, you get a lot of money. Well, I'm talking in dollars, in naira, I don't know, but in dollars, you get a very good pay when you go into all this here in the United States or other parts of the world. You have the opportunity to take internships, and they even pay you for internship. Somebody was talking to me one day. He's into data science, and I think the internship he went for, he was being paid, I think $5,000 per month just for internship. He's a grad student, and he was doing internship at that time, and they were paying him $5,000 every month. Some companies pay close to $7,000 in a month. So in the United States or anywhere in the world, if you have the opportunity to take internships, I would advise you do that. And if you have opportunities to also get on jobs and all that, also do that. You get a very good pay. You get a reward for your hard work. So see, $110,000, $149,000, $160,000. So look at the bright side of life. I will always say, don't think that there are no opportunities for you if you do all this. If you go into some of these courses, there are a lot of opportunities that you can explore. So also belong to a society. Be a member of a particular society. You also have access to a lot of information and opportunities. So if you are in microbiology, you want to think ASM, you want to think other field in other society in the field of microbiology, even field of cancer in biology, you want to think societies in the field of cancer, you want to think societies in the field of biochemistry, in the field of genomics, in the field of bioinformatics and all that. So you want to join, be a member of some of this. Yeah, some of them will require that you pay, but some of them give membership to students at a discounted rate. So you want to explore some of these opportunities. See, there are a lot of opportunities you can explore. The only thing you need is information, and you can get information by even doing the work yourself. Go on Google, just type societies in the field of cancer membership, just type. You see a lot of things, and then you filter, you pick the ones that are relevant to you. So conference opportunities like this one, I think is still on. You can use that to network, and from there you can have someone who write recommendation for you, or you can even get a job offer from that. So as a scientist, you really need to do the hard work. Honestly, you really need to put yourself out there. If you get a LinkedIn account, see, there are job opportunities on LinkedIn, advertised on LinkedIn. It's just that some of us don't really know how to use the LinkedIn platform. Some of us just think, oh, it's all about followers. It's not all about followers. It's all about what you give, and the substance you have, what you're also able to get from it. So you can use some of these platforms to get, very, valid information. Let me say that, valid information. So you want to, use everything at your disposal, and and explore opportunities. So thank you very much. I don't know if you have questions for me. Thank you.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, I can hear you.
I have a question.
Okay.
It's about this scholarship. You talked about achievement, but as an undergraduate wanting to do a master's, what kind of achievement do that undergraduate have?
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah, thank you for that question. So Favor is asking, um, as an undergraduate student, what achievements can you have? What are the things you need to do to boost your profile? Yeah, something like that. So, what I would say as an undergraduate student, there are opportunities that you can explore. You can have the opportunity to take online courses. Some of them you even get fee waiver for them. That's an achievement. You can have the opportunity to apply for scholarships or for conferences. There are all these something like best poster presenter, best student of this, that. Oh, she got the best in this and that. So she got a first class degree. That's an achievement. It's an award. Do you understand? Oh, she got a scholarship to study data science. That's an achievement. Do you understand? Don't belittle whatever thing you are doing as an undergraduate student. If you're able to, like, sorry, somebody is talking. Can you so as a BSc student, you can also have the opportunity to take leadership position. From there you can be given the best something in this and that. That's an achievement. Do you understand? So achievement.
You are muted, ma. You are muted.
Okay, so every opportunity to take step, don't sleep on it. Every opportunity to try to take that position as a secretary or as a president, or don't sleep on it. When you get that, do the hard work. At times they give best so in this and that, best in those are achievements that you want to add in whatever thing you're doing. This to show that, oh, you have really done so well. So you can also take internships, you can take online courses, you can get fee waivers, scholarships to take some of those courses. Those are great achievements that you don't want to um that you want to talk about, you want to add in whatever application you're doing. Yeah, I don't know if I've answered your question. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Thank
Please, I have one question.
Okay.
Please. Yeah. The links that you show in your presentation, please, if you.
Please, hello, please tell us your name. Hello, please tell us your name and where you're joining from. Adnan Rama.
Yeah. This is
So for the rest,
I'm Adnan.
yeah, for the rest of the guys,
Adnan.
if you want to ask a question, ask. Tell us your name, where you're joining from, then you ask the questions for the rest of.
Okay. My name is Adnan Rahman, and I am 19-year qualified student from Pakistan, and I am ambitious to learn whole genome sequencing analysis of the data. And now I have one question about the links that you show in your presentation. If you share that link with us and the WhatsApp group, it will be better for us.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I have a question.
Hello. Hello, can I ask a question?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yes, my name is Ernest. I'm joining you all the way from Ghana. I hold a doctorate degree in medical laboratory science. My question is, I have been told by someone that the USA does not give scholarship for master's program. I want to know how to use it. Thank you.
Okay, so for master's program, you can get so in the US, so what they give is assistantships. So you can get a fully funded program in the United States for a fully funded master's program. You can get it. Yeah, but they give funding to mostly to people who are coming for PhD because they know that they are coming to do research for a while, which can actually contribute or be a significant one that can actually contribute to maybe global health or whatever research question you're trying to answer. So, but you can get a fully funded master's program. I have some persons who have come in for a master's and they have gotten a fully funded offer for it. So it's all about information. It's not about what this person say, what that person say. Go out of the way, scout for information yourself, ask people questions, you know, network. That's very important.
I go ahead with my
Hi,
question.
Doctor. Hi, Doctor.
Yes.
All right, I'm Adeboye Samson, calling from Nigeria.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, thanks, Mercy, for the presentation. Thank you so much for those information. I'm a master's degree holder,
Okay.
having the view of getting a scholarship abroad for PhD. But in the
Okay.
interim, I teach in a secondary school. And I would like to ask, you mentioned opportunities for international conferences. What are my chances, knowing that actually presently I'm not in an institution, but either as a student or as a lecturer? What are my chances to apply for international conferences? Presently, I'm applying for PhD, though I've seen some rejects, like you mentioned in your presentation, that is part of it. I'm encouraged. So I just want to ask that. Thanks.
Okay, thank you very much for that question. So, something I think is asking a question on, information about, applying for conferences and all that. So, you have a master's, right? So you have a master's, and
Yes, I do.
Okay, and you did a research.
Environmental microbiology.
You did a research during your
Yes.
master's. Yes, good.
Yes.
So
Yes.
what I would say is that go on Google, type out, type conferences in the field of environmental microbiology. So you have the opportunity to submit abstracts. You can come up with something.
Okay.
Do you understand? Think about a research you think you want to do and come up with an abstract on it. Read research papers. I will say the journey is not so easy. It's not easy reading papers, doing this writing. It's not so easy, I will say. But you can, there are always, ways to get around it. So if you are scouting for conferences, international conferences, what I would say is write abstracts, submit abstracts for some of these conferences. Use Google. Google is a major tool. Use it. Type that, okay, conferences in so in year 2023. You see a lot of them. Submit abstracts. Apply for scholarships. It's all about what you have in the head. It's not all about what you're doing right now. Some of us are very, very smart, even though we are not looking like it. We are so smart. So I will say that yes, you have the potential. Just go for it. Submit the abstract, apply for conferences, and you will definitely get a positive response, I would say. Yeah, because you seem to be somebody who is enthusiastic about your career, and then you just, yeah, so that is what I will advise you to do. So take the bold step by by submitting an abstract first for a conference, and then apply for scholarships so you can travel. Yeah, there are some of those like Keystone. I forgot to include that in my. There are a lot of conferences, platforms that you can look out for. Keystone Symposia is one, and so many others like that. So Keystone Symposia, one good thing about Keystone Symposia, you have the opportunity to travel to anywhere in the world. So also there are some biotech companies. So there was one application I made last month. There are some biotech companies that have opportunities. I don't know, I can add that in the chat. There's this biotech company in the UK. They always send opportunities to me as regards writing something for travel awards, for conferences and all that. So I can type that in the chat. You can explore some of these demo feature companies, other biotech companies always have this opportunity. So you have to look at all these things, and it's all about getting the information and using Google. Yeah.
Hello?
Hello,
Good evening.
Hello?
Yeah.
I have a question.
I have a question. Can you ask a question? Hello?
Christina, can you hear me?
Hello?
Yeah.
So many people talking at the same time.
Yeah, it's okay. It's Anam here. I am doing my PhD from China, and my major is its research is in silage. My degree major is microbiology. So previously I was working on medical side, but now I shifted to silage side. So I was just thinking, do you have any idea what are the future prospects for a microbiologist with majors in silage study?
Major in what?
Silage, animal nutrition.
Okay, silage.
Okay.
Silage,
Oh,
silage.
Yeah.
if there are opportunities, right, for
Yeah.
major in that area, okay, yes, there will be. So what I will say again is use Google. There will be
Mercy,
opportunities.
can I come in here?
Okay.
Can I come in here?
Yeah.
Yeah, my name is Oluwafemi.
Hello, can I ask, please?
Can I go?
Please,
Yeah,
let's ask Oluwafemi Falade. Go on.
Yeah, my name is Oluwafemi. PhD, I'm in California, right?
Okay.
I just want to respond to the other person, although I've been raising my hand. I was thinking someone would coordinate picking people to talk so that we don't always jump on this thing. For the person who said she's doing microbiology in silage, am I right?
Yeah, silage.
So
Yeah.
basically there are many opportunities. I don't know if it's in the US and basically most developed countries. Animal production is a big business, and silage production itself is one of the biggest things they do in all farms. I've visited many farms here in California, and California is the biggest agri-producing state in the US. I want to just tell you confidently that there are a whole lot of businesses around that. If you are going into the industry, and if you choose to be in the research work, many jobs are being done to encourage, to improve silage based on nutrition and their length of stay in the farm, how you can increase and improve them. So I just want you to know that there are a whole lot of stuff you can do, and there are job opportunities. You can decide to go to research, you can decide to go into farms. They need people who help them do things like that. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much for the answer. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Mercy.
Yes.
Hi, Mercy.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
My name is Jeremiah. I'm joining from Nigeria.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Right,
My name is
my name is Jeremiah. I'm joining from Nigeria. So please, I just want to make this inquiry. There is this notion that I've been going about that it is difficult to get a master's or a PhD scholarship without having a publication.
I don't know how true that is.
Yeah, you can. It's not necessary. I have some persons who don't have a publication and they were able to get a PhD offer in the United States. So it's all about, like I said, it's all about your interests. You don't need to have a publication to to get an offer or to get a scholarship. It's all about your interest, what you're currently doing at the moment. You want to do something relevant in you want to do something relevant in your area of interest. So for example, if you're a microbiology student and you're thinking of coming to the United States for a PhD program, you want to, take relevant online courses that are relevant online courses. Let me use that. So for example, if you're thinking of immunology or cancer immunology or research in breastfeeding, you want to take online courses that are relevant to that area so that the committee or the reviewers who is interested in your field of interest or who is interested in your career plan, they want to see you as someone who has a plan, a vision of what you want to do. So you don't need to have a publication to try. Yeah, publication can put people at an advantage that, oh, this person is actively doing something. Yeah, there's something to show for it via publications. Doing research, you have an idea of research, you have an idea of research writing and all that, and you're showing that through publication. But there are other ways you can also show to them that. There are other ways you can put yourself out, and telling them that, oh, yes, you are also competitive. Yes, you can also do it. So by taking online courses, you can, attend webinars, conferences. You can also, have take the initiative to present at conferences or webinars. So, there are a lot of things you can do. Take internship positions. So there are actually a lot of things you can do to be competitive out there. So I want you to raise that notion. So if you have an opportunity to get on publications, to do research with people, to collaborate, that's also very good, because definitely you might get a publication from that research you're working on. Yeah, so I don't know if that answers your question.
Thank you so much, Mercy. We really appreciate you joining us at this international webinar series. Thank you for giving us your time, and we really hope that we know that this will be very, very helpful to those who have joined and have listened to you. So we really appreciate. Thank you so much, Mercy, for joining us.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.